today I'm going to be doing a multicultural drawing lesson presentation, and that's going to be by me, Victoria Sovic. Today we're going to be drawing cartouches. So cartouches come from ancient Egypt, and Egypt is located on the continent of Africa by the Nile River, and it is still there today. So what are cartouches? Well, the dictionary defines a cartouche as this: an oval or oblong enclosing a group of Egyptian hieroglyphics, typically representing the name and title of a monarch. Ancient Egyptians used cartouches, or what they would call a shin, as a nameplate to place on or near a tomb. The purpose of this was to identify who was inside the tomb or coffin. Mostly the wealthy and important rulers during this time would get a cartouche uniquely made for them. The Egyptians also believed the cartouche could ward off bad spirits and help their soul reach the afterlife. Cartouches were typically made of carved stone using hieroglyphics to name the person. The cartouche represented the individual, and no cartouche was alike. Cartouches were also seen in scrolls and on walls of other ancient hieroglyphics as a way to identify the person in which they were drawing or talking about. Here's an example of a cartouche, and it looks like it was made from stone. Maybe they used like a chisel and a hammer to carve out that. Here's another example. These are more decorative and colorful. It looks like gold was used. On the right hand side you can see this bright blue, and it has like decorative pattern on it. Here's another cartouche with some gold and more coloring. This was a painting, or located in a scroll maybe, or on the wall, and it has some Egyptians with hieroglyphics in the back along with the cartouches. This looks like it was a queen or somebody of high importance, and in the background you see a cartouche along with other hieroglyphics and writings. Looks like she's maybe playing chess. It's another cartouche, and then here's a tomb with a cartouche on it, but along with other hieroglyphics, and it gives us an insight up to who this person was and a little bit about their story. Now, because of the hieroglyphics, we have archaeologists who were able to find out more about the language, and the cartouches helped in that. So today we're going to be making our own cartouches using our hieroglyphic handouts here. So I have two papers for you. On your first paper, you have this. We're not going to read this today because we covered most of it in our presentation, but I do want you to put your first name and the date. And here are your hieroglyphics. Now, when you think about hieroglyphics, to me they just look like symbols, but think of these symbols as the ancient Egyptians' alphabet. So these symbols do have meanings. So you're going to write your name. You're going to find the symbols that are in your name based on the letters that are on the bottom here and the symbols. So on the bottom, just like I did, yours is blank, but you're going to draw the symbol. So I have my first name here and my last initial. If you want to do your first and last name, that's fine. If you just want to do your last name, maybe just your first, that's up to you. So you're going to find the symbol that represents your letters, and you're going to write it down on the bottom. Now, I am going to recommend that you use pencil. In case you mess up, you can erase it and fix that. So once you have finished this and you have your name on the bottom, you're going to be making your own cartouche, and that's on the second paper here. So you have your tablet or amulet here, and I want you to write your name. We're going to go down. We're going to write it diagonally, because when you think about it, if you looked at the examples I gave you, they didn't write from left to right. So we're going to go ahead and just go down. So I want you to get creative when you're doing this and think about what the cartouches were. They were the nameplates, but they also told a story. So get creative when you're thinking about it. I have my example here, and I used a lot of colors. For my nameplate, I used different shades of purple for the symbols in my name because I love purple. And I also drew some designs here, and I colored it in. So you are going to be graded based on your detailed, and if you add color. And also if you did get the symbols right. But when you're drawing, I want you to think about the design diamond that we've been discussing in class. And we know that the technique we're using is a drawing. We're going to be drawing on paper, and the materials that we're going to be using, I have colored pencils for you guys to use. So you're going to be using that, but also think about the style and form content. We're doing a time period piece, right? This is from ancient Egypt. Even though we're not doing the cartouches maybe how they would have in stone, we are using hieroglyphics and making a nameplate. And also think about the examples of art, or the elements of art that we have here, right? The colors. You can think about the lines that we have here, the shapes that we have. Also, what about the principles of design? Is there balance? Is there proportion? Right? Maybe you want to make your symbols bigger and stand out more. Maybe you want to take up more space. Maybe you want to make it different and you're going to do it like a zigzag, and that's totally up to you. So I want you to get creative. Think about our design elements, our design diamond when you're creating this, I want you to have fun, and I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to seeing your cartouche when you're done. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.